All we've known about online retailers tracking our buying behavior for years. Now department stores, supermarkets, and other brick-and-mortar merchants are using similar tactics, effectively spying on consumers and using the information to their advantage. The practice is detailed in the new book, The Aisles Have Eyes: How Retailers Track Your Shopping, Strip Your Privacy, and Define Your Power. And we welcome author Joseph Turow, a professor of communication at the University of Pennsylvania. Joe, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
So I'm totally terrified here, but what's happening? Is this just brick and mortar catching up with online, or what's going on?
Yes, well, it's part of that, and it's part of moving the online together with the offline. What happened, it started really in 2011 for good, which was in 2011, Amazon did something to freak stores out. They said to people right before Christmas, go into a store, and if you like something, scan it with your phone and we'll give you a discount. So people were doing this, and not only were they doing it, but Amazon was getting prices all over the United States.
So they got a lot of information.
Yeah, and so the store said, we have to do something about that. And they began to try to make stores like the internet, to be able to track people, to find people, know who they are when they walk into the store.
How exactly are they tracking this?
Lots of ways. The main way is through, right now, through what's called beacons, which are these Bluetooth devices that will actually move with you. That is, they follow you through the store, depending on where the devices are. But there's lights that do it. There are inaudible sounds that do it. There are lots of ways, Wi-Fi, lots of ways, and moving into facial recognition. And stores...
Minority Report, basically.
That kind of thing. Now, much of that part is still anonymous, but in some countries it's not. In some countries, they actually know your name when they see your face.
So this is all centered around smartphones, right?
Yes,
That's the sort of vehicle of communication.
A smartphone has become a marketing device. Smartphones are filled with marketing characteristics. There's even use of the accelerometer in the smartphone to know where you are on the mall, what level you are.
What floor you're on.
Whether you're going up, whether you're going down, to be able to know where you are.
If you don't want to be tracked, is there some way to block it?
You can go off the grid. You can stop your Wi-Fi, make sure your Bluetooth is off, shut down all the apps. A lot of people don't realize apps can be on when you don't think they are. They sleep.
Yeah.
So make sure they're really off, and don't use a frequent shopper card. That's really hard for people to do.
Yeah,
people want to go into stores, they want to compare prices, they want to use the frequent shopper cards. It's really hard to go off the grid.
What about sort of legislatively is there a solution here? Is this in violation of any privacy laws, or is this all above board?
Absolutely not. It's totally above board. If you look at the apps, nobody reads the privacy policies. Nobody reads the privacy policy online either. They tell you what's going on in the broad ways. It's real hard to figure it out. The jargon is almost impossible. Lawyers who write these things tell me they're made not to be understood by real people because they're contracts. So it's almost impossible to read privacy policies. But if you read them, you get a sense of what's going on. And when you think a store is doing nothing, they're actually following you all over the place. They buy stuff about you. They look at what you say online about them. And all of that gets together into profiles.
And retailers, you say, are actually trying to teach Americans daily that giving up data is a good thing.
Yeah, and they want to do it in a slow way to figure out that you will accept it as natural. I was at a conference one time where a guy compared it to a frog in boiling water. The myth is that, and he was being nice about it, the myth is, he said, he thought it was true, that if you put a frog slowly in water, it will not realize that it's being boiled. And so the notion, he said, is we have to get the public used to this slowly, not give them changed prices right away. Because the idea is people would freak out if they keep getting all these things.
Doesn't end so well with the frog and the boiling.
Basically being boiled is what you're saying.
Yeah, well, next time I go to the store, paying in cash, leaving my phone at home. How about that?
Fascinating book, Joe. The Aisles Have Eyes.
Joseph
Thank
Turow.
you very much.
Thanks for joining us.